Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This video is going to be a beautiful, beautiful video that I think is going to provide a ton of value to each and every one of you. If you've seen my recent community notes post, I shared a series of trades that missed me, unfortunately, just missed me, just swerved me, and they went and of course hit take profit. And that's honestly been the story of my last 2 weeks. I had the beautiful win on USD CHF 2 weeks ago for 3% that you guys all saw on my channel. Then last week I had a beautiful short opportunity on USD CHF that missed me by like literally a hair. And then the exact same thing happened to me again yesterday, and it had just hit take profit now. So it's frustrating, and I just thought this would be a perfect video to talk about the reality of trading. It can get extremely frustrated, especially when you're winning. You know, like that, those are 2 trades that should have banked me over 4%. And then if you combine that with the 3% the week before, it just would have been an absolute beautiful 7% in the last 3 weeks. And who's complaining about that? But instead I'm left with 3%. And again, I'm okay, but it's just the reality of trading. And I think you all need to hear this, because there's going to be the highs and then there's going to be the lows. And sometimes the lows aren't even bad. Like for example, I wouldn't say this is a low, but the frustration feels like a pretty damn low, because you see the charts and you see that the trade ended up playing out, but you're not in it. And this can be very, very detrimental to some people's trading. And it used to be very detrimental to mine a couple years ago, because what I would do is I would go chasing trades, right? So say I got missed on those setups, my emotions would be high, right? And then as emotions rise, intelligence goes down. And then I would want to get involved in the market. And most of the time when I would try and chase something, I would end up taking a loss. So this time I'm staying out, and it's very, very nice. And you know, it's frustrating to say the least, and there's no easy way around it. But I'm going to jump on the charts right now. I think it'd be very valuable showing you the 3 trades that I'm talking about, so you have a better understanding. We can maybe go over price action and see what I could have done differently. I have an idea of what I could have done differently to get tagged into these setups, but without further ado, I'll quit rambling and I'll jump on the charts. All right, everyone, thanks for meeting me over here on the charts. I figured it would be easier for you to understand, and maybe some of you are new to this video and you didn't see the trade that I took on USD CHF. So let's start over here on the left. You can see this area here. We swept liquidity to the left, we caused a shift down, and then we came up corrective. So I actually had a beautiful pending limit on this at this high over here. My stop loss was just above this high right here to the left. And then I targeted this imbalance down here for 1 to 3. So this is where I absolutely just spanked take profit pretty quickly on USD CHF. And when you look at it right here, you can see that we're obviously trending, right? We're trending bearish. If we look on the daily time frame as well, we're trending bearish. I'm expecting lower prices. So I'm honestly only going to be looking for shorts on this, right? So this is the one that really frustrated me, because we had this new price leg that came up into here, into this region, and I ended up getting swerved on this one. Unfortunately, I had my pending limit a little bit higher, so I had it right up here, and then I had my stop just above this high, and then again I was targeting this low for 1 to 2, and unfortunately that just missed me as well. And then you can see here the market did a similar thing, right? All we're doing is following market structure on the way down to our area that we think price is going to go to. Similar thing, we retraced into premium of this leg. And this is the addition that I'm talking about, okay? So normally I'd be using the 0.705, okay? And that was a little bit higher, okay? So it's a little bit higher. But so the frustrating thing is I'll get swerved sometimes. And those swerves are starting to add up and be very frustrating, to say the least, because that's a winning trade, right? And you can see here, if I use the 0.67, it ends up being a perfect 1 to 2. So if say I use the Fibonacci and I just put my stop loss there, or sorry, my entry there and my stop loss up here, and then I target the low, it's like a 1 to 2, right? And who's complaining about a 1 to 2? It's going to help me, in my opinion, not get swerved as much. But man, oh man, what a frustrating series of events, because say I took this trade, say I got tagged into this trade as well, and I just drag this down like here, like so, right? Let's just put this up here, stop was here, target the low, and then obviously I was in this trade over here. Look at how nice this last 3 weeks would have been. Like, come on, look at that. That's like 7% gains right there in 3 weeks on one pair swing trading. So yeah, if you wanted to know why I was frustrated, that is why. But I'll quit rambling. I just thought this would be easier to illustrate if I just jumped on here, and I hope you understood this part. And let's jump over to the other camera. So yeah, you can see why I'm frustrated. And the most important thing you can do when things like this happen is stay patient. Like I've said before, if you are not patient and you end up chasing trades, then you end up taking away the profits of your next A+ setup, right? So say I go and chase a trade and I lose that trade that I chased, and then the next A+ setup comes and I end up winning. Instead of it being 2% gain, it's 1% gain, or instead of it being 3% gain, it's 2% gain, right? So this is something that I've learned throughout my years is anyone who says you're not going to be frustrated and you have to be a robot, I don't see that being humanly possible, because our emotions, no matter what we do, they're going to be there. But I think the biggest thing is not acting on those emotions. And I think that's what happened as you get better as a trader, as you develop as a trader, is you just simply don't act on the emotions. Like when I lose, I still get pissed. When I win, I still get happy. And when I get missed, of course, I'm going to be angry. But I don't act on any of that emotion, right? And that could be me. There could be robots watching this video here. But I've been trading 5 years now, and I still get happy when I win. I'm still bummed when I lose, but I don't act on it. It is what it is. And I don't know if that's just the competitive nature in me when I do lose trades, but yeah. Please, 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 if you're going to take anything away from this video, it's just simply wait for your A+ setup. And also see if there's common similarities between why you're getting missed, right? Like that, this is something that me and the ARM trading group have been talking about. One of our members, Andre, is like a backtesting machine. Like literally, shout out Andre, just an absolute freak with backtesting. But you know, he was able to collect a bunch of data here, comparing our entry models, and you know, this is something that's going to help us a lot, I think. And yeah, just making sure you have the data to go over certain changes you want to make. But for example, if you're getting missed all the time, there's probably something wrong, right? And it comes down to psychology as well. And this is another conversation that someone in our group was having as well. It's all about psychology, right? And what you can do consistently while having a great state of mind. So what I mean by this is, for example, I'm targeting the 705 as my entry, okay? And that usually brings me like a 2.2%, okay? So that extra 0.20%, is that worth the mental stress and anxiety that comes with getting swerved compared to just entering a little bit lower, a little bit less RR by 0.2, but you're going to be tagged into more trades, higher win rate, more consistent trades. So it's just like, what do you want at the end of the day? And for me, these last few months have been all about, you know, balance, finding the balance between increasing my win rate and also keeping my psychology and mental all good, right? Because when it comes to these challenges, when it comes to trading personal capital, whatever it is, you want to have a higher win rate, because if you're losing a bunch of trades, I don't care who you are, it can throw you off. And that's why when I used to trade, you know, the M1, and I used to go for these 1 to 10 risk to reward trades like a psycho, my win to loss ratio was terrible. And yeah, you'd get that dopamine hit from finally catching that 1 to 10, but when it would come to challenges or anything of that nature, you'd run yourself dry. You'd end up just getting freaking crushed mentally, and then it impacts your trading, right? So it's all about keeping this all good, because this is what runs our machine, right? This is what makes the decisions when we're looking at the charts. And it can be very easy to, you know, slip out of your ways, your habits, if something goes wrong. So it's all about just keeping this in check. And I think this is something that can help you. So a couple lessons from this video, obviously. If you're getting missed, it is what it is. Stay patient. If it's a common theme, maybe look at something that could be going on, maybe tweak this, tweak that. And the last thing is just keeping your mental good, keeping your psychology good. And risk reward isn't everything, okay? It's important to have a risk reward. It's important to have, you know, a good psychology and win-loss ratio. So find that balance for you, and I think you're gonna find a lot of success. So what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. And if you did enjoy this video, please smash the like button. Please just smash it right now. Like just literally just smash it, okay? As hard as you can. If your parents have to buy you a new keyboard, it is what it is. But just say, sorry, Mac wanted me to smash this like button, okay? So do that, and then subscribe if you're new, okay? That's another thing you have to do. And then comment something that you want to work on with your own trading. It'd be interesting to see. Then I know you made it to the end of the video, okay? So I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.